The Eisriesenwelt, German for World of the Ice Giants, is largest ice cave in the world, extending more than 42 kilometers, 26 miles. The cave is inside the Hochkogel mountain in the Tennenberg section of the Alps in Austria. Eisriesenwelt was formed by a river, which eroded passageways into the mountain. The ice formations in the cave were formed by thawing snow which drained into the cave and froze during winter. Reed Flute Cave, known as the Palace of Natural Arts, is located in the northwest of Guilin in southern China. According to a legend, Reed Flute Cave got its name because people believed that the reed by the cave's mouth could be made into flutes. The limestone cave offers a majestic fairyland of stalactites, stalagmites, stone pillars, stone curtains, birds, plants and animals in fantastic shapes and colors. The Cave of the Crystals was discovered in 2000 by miners excavating a new tunnel for the Nayaka mine in northern Mexico. The main chamber contains some of the largest natural crystals ever found in any of the underground caves around the world. The cave's largest crystal found to date is 11 meters, 36 feet, in length, 4 meters, 13 feet, in diameter and 55 tons in weight. The crystals became so large because of the extremely hot temperatures inside the cave, reaching a steamy 58 degrees Celsius, 136 degrees Fahrenheit, that allowed microscopic crystals to form and grow. The result is an underground cave that Superman fans have been looking for. The Puerto Princesa underground river is located in a jungle-covered mountain range on the northern coast of the island of Palawan in the Philippines. Until the 2007 discovery of an underground river in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, the Puerto Princesa underground river was reputed to be the world's longest underground river and is still the longest navigable underground river. The underground river is 8.2 km, 5 miles, long that winds through a spectacular cave before emptying into the South China Sea. The Waitomo Caves are one of New Zealand's top tourist attractions, located just outside the main Waitomo township. The underground caves are home to the famous Waitomo glowworms, tiny creatures that radiate their luminescent light. These glowworms are found exclusively in New Zealand and around the size of an average mosquito. Formed over 30 million years ago, Waitomo glowworm caves have majestic and ornate cave decorations, deep limestone shaft known as the Tomo, and the equally magnificent cathedral cavern known for its superb acoustics. Majlis Al-Jinn is one of the largest underground caves in the world, located in a remote area of the Selma Plateau in Oman. Majlis Al-Jinn is a single cave chamber measuring about 310 meters by 225 meters, 1017 by 738 feet, with a domed ceiling 120 meters, 393 feet, high. The deepest part of the cave is 178 meters, 584 feet, below the top. To put the size in perspective, 12 Boeing 747 jumbo planes would fit inside the cave chamber. The cave is only for experienced climbers, although there are some plans to develop Majlis Al-Jinn into a more easily accessible tourist cave. The Skokjan cave system includes the highest cave hall in Europe, a massive underground gorge, waterfalls and a bridge over the gorge that looks like something out of The Lord of the Rings. The caves have beautiful stalactite and stalagmite structures. The Skokjan caves are the creation of the sinking Reka River. The river remains on the surface for the first part but suddenly disappears underground, where it continues its way through the caves. The water appears on the surface again after flowing underground for 34 km, 21 miles, not far from the Adriatic coast. Carlsbad Caverns is a national park located near Carlsbad, New Mexico. Carlsbad Caverns includes the Big Room, a natural limestone cave chamber which measures 1,219 by 190 meters, 4,000 by 625 feet, and 107 meters, 350 feet, high at the highest point. It is the 7th largest cave chamber in the world. The caverns are decorated with stalactites, stalagmites and an incredible variety of other formations that can be seen by several easily accessible trails. The Jelta Grotto consists of 2 separate but interconnected karstic limestone caves, the Upper Grotto and the Lower Grotto. The Upper Gallery houses the world's largest stalactite, a mineral deposit that hangs from the ceiling of a limestone cave. The Lower Gallery, which has an overall length of 6,200 meters, 20,300 feet, is located 60 meters, 200 feet, below the Upper Gallery. It is traversed by a smooth underwater river and a lake. The Beautifull Caves are located in the Gunung Mulu National Park in Borneo and are one of the top tourist attractions in Malaysia. The park encompasses incredible caves and karst formations in a mountainous equatorial rainforest setting. The Sarawak chamber, found in one of the underground caves, measures 700 by 396 meters, 2,300 feet by 1,300 feet, and at least 70 meters, 230 feet, high, and is the largest cave chamber in the world. It has been said that the chamber is so big that it could accommodate about 40 Boeing 747s, without overlapping their wings. The enormous colony of wrinkle-lipped bats in the nearby Deer Cave exit almost every evening in search of food in a spectacular exodus. This stunning flower walkway is known as the Wisteria Tunnel, situated in the Kawachi Fuji Garden. It really looks so peaceful to take a stroll through. The Wisteria Tunnel, which is part of a breathtaking display of botanical delights that include Zen gardens and a cherry blossom festival, is located at the Kawachi Fuji Gardens in Kitakyushu. Different types and colors of wisteria have been woven through a cylindrical lattice that during the blooming months of April through May, become a fantastical flower-draped tunnel during the yearly Fuji Matsuri, or Wisteria Festival. The Tunnel of Love is a unique and truly amazing piece of forest located in Ukraine, used to be just another train rail section, but eventually turned into one of the most romantic spots on Earth. As trees were left to grow freely around the rails, the passing train was the only thing shaping its way through. Eventually, by crossing the Kleven village forest back and forth 3 times a day, the train shaped a closed tunnel according to its size. Over 10 million trees keep South Africa's largest city green. According to several unofficial sources, Johannesburg is home to the world's largest man-made forest. There are at least 49 species of jacaranda, most of them native to South America and the Caribbean basin. The tropical trees were imported to South Africa over 100 years ago. October is the month when the flowers of thousands of jacaranda trees are in full blossom. This spectacular tree tunnel is located either in Johannesburg or Pretoria, the jacaranda city, where 70,000 plus jacarandas add vivid splashes of purple-blue to the urban landscape. The U-tunnel is thought to have been planted by the Dyer family during the 18th century, and it is possibly unique in the UK. When they had grown tall, they were bent over to form an extended arch. Their trunks have spread and their branches have fused so that today it is hard to count how many separate trees commingle in the vast mass of this venerable growing gallery. The simply astonishing tree tunnel. The Autumn Tree Tunnel, located in Vermont, USA. Ginkgo tree tunnel is covered with ginkgo biloba trees. It is a highly revered tree of Japanese culture because this tree is known to survive long years. If you visit Japan, you will spot more than 65,000 ginkgo trees growing on the streets, gardens or parks. Ginkgo tree tunnel is located in the outer garden of Meiji Shrine. Record says that during the bombing of Hiroshima, 6 ginkgo trees survived, when other trees and living organisms died so badly. Those trees are still alive and many people come here to visit them. They wonder how these trees face challenges every day and still endure. The Japanese look upon these trees as the bearer of hope or the survivor or the living fossil. This place was a real gem of a find. The Dark Hedges is one of the most photographed natural phenomena in Northern Ireland and a popular attraction for tourists from across the world. It has been painted by hundreds of visiting artists and is a favorite location for wedding photographs. In Arashiyama, Japan, there is a bamboo forest called Sagano. The 500m long path runs through the most beautiful bamboo forest. The country has designated this long stretch of bamboo forest as a historic site. The Agency for Cultural Affairs declared this place as the place of scenic beauty. Tall bamboo trees surround the road, stunningly keeping the area cool. Famous temples and shrines are located very close to this bamboo tree tunnel. When the wind blows through this tree tunnel, a majestic sound is produced. It has already been voted as one of the 100 must-preserve sounds of Japan. Rua Goncalo de Carvalho is the green tree tunnel of Brazil. The tunnel of rosewood trees begins from Porto Alegre. More than 100 tipuana or rosewood trees shade the road over a stretch of 3 city blocks. Recently it has become a part of the country's historical, cultural, ecological and environmental heritage. Rosewood trees are known to reduce air conditioning demands of up to 30%. In Brazil, these trees have been maintaining good health of the city for a long time. Cherry Blossom Tunnel is located in the German city of Bonn. It is a peaceful street over which a series of beautiful trees of cherry blossoms droop. Spring becomes alive when the blossoms are in full bloom overhead. 2 such roads in Bonn has cherry trees planted around, but the mostly traveled is here Strabe. Cherry blossoms are said to last for 7-10 days on average, and it greatly depends on weather conditions. Whitehaven Beach is known for its white sands. The beach is a 7-kilometer stretch along Whitsunday Island. The island is accessible by boat from the mainland tourist ports of Airlie Beach and Chute Harbour, as well as Hamilton Island. The beach was named the top eco-friendly beach in the world by CNN.com. Dogs are not permitted on the beach and cigarette smoking is prohibited. A fantastic lobby with waterfalls and pools greets visitors to this lush Kaanapali resort, where the impressive scenery, friendly service, fabulous spa and awesome swimming pools are the highlights. The Westin Maui Resort and Spa, Kansasanapali is located along a breathtaking stretch of the gorgeous, white sand Kansasanapali Beach. If you are backpacking in Scotland generally or are planning a trip to the Isle of Skye, then I heartily recommend that you visit the so-called fairy pools. The fairy pools is located in Quillan's Hills, Isle of Skye, Scotland. The fairy pools are a series of clear, cold pools and waterfalls formed as Altcoir Ain Haydade tumbles down from the foothills of the Black Quillans into Glen Brittle. Azure Temple, Lake General Carrera in Patagonia, Chile, a natural wonder that could be the world's most beautiful cave network. An azure temple created by nature, the walls of this network of water-filled marble caverns show just how magnificent the precious geography of our planet can be. This bridge was constructed in 17th century to connect towns at the tops of mountains in the state of Yemen. Shahara Bridge built to fight against Turkish invaders. It's a scary bridge and a popular tourist attraction. Havasu Falls is paradise on earth. This is an absolutely amazingly beautiful waterfall located in a remote canyon of Arizona. The spectacular waterfalls and isolated community within the Havasupai Indian Reservation attract thousands of visitors each year. The Havasupai are intimately connected to the water and the land. This blue, green water is sacred to the Havasupai. Fjerkleljafur is a canyon in southeast Iceland which is up to 100 m deep and about 2 kilometers long, with the Fjord River flowing through it. It is located near the Ring Road, not far from the village of Kirkjubjarkloster. The canyon was created by progressive erosion by flowing water from glaciers through the rocks and palagonite over millennia. A breathtaking, lush green village in Neelam Valley, Kashmir. Situated at the hilltop near Kel, about 1500 feet ascend from River Neelam. It is also a village full of beautiful sceneries. It is a piece of utmost beauty, one can find in Kashmir. Visit Neelam Valley for a Rang Kel, a worth visiting place. This beautiful avenue of beech trees was planted by the Stuart family in the 18th century. The dark hedges is one of the most photographed natural phenomena in Northern Ireland and a popular attraction for tourists from across the world. It was intended as a compelling landscape feature to impress visitors. Mersa Matra is a major Egyptian tourist resort and serves as a getaway resort for Europeans as well as Karens eager to flee the capital in the sweltering summer months. It is served by Mersa Matra Airport. The city is known for its white soft sands and calm transparent waters.